Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Together with the latest HOI4 DLC, we also got a huge and impactful free update. A tier 3 member of the channel asked me to explain what changed for the vanilla version of the game, as several researches have disappeared from the research tab. So in this video we will cover the main changes to the base version of the game. Now this is vanilla HOI4, I disabled all DLCs, but it is updated to the latest version of the game. We're going to pick Germany. I chose Germany because the new historical Germany focus tree is free for everyone, it's part of the free update. In terms of buildings, there are a couple of new things. These new building dams, these are automatically set in some provinces in the game. You cannot build them, although you can obtain them through some focuses. In the case of Germany, for example, this one will give you a dam. The forts were reworked in the sense that the maximum amount of forts you can build now depends on the province and on certain technologies. You can find the technologies in here, and as you unlock them you can build more forts. But more importantly, in terms of buildings, you have these new experimental facilities. These were also part of the free update, so even in the vanilla version of the game you need to build these new facilities. And this should also answer your more specific question about where did the technologies go. Now, you specifically asked about flame tanks, although flame tanks are not part of the vanilla version of the game. You need the Nostalgia Pack DLC. But what used to be the case is you unlock them with the 1939 technology, and now they are no longer there. So where did they go? The other specific question you had was about nukes. Now you only have this atomic research technology, but you do not have the ones for nukes anymore. So where did they go? And let me show you something. Let me actually show you something convenient if you want to experiment a bit with the game. You can open the console, and then if you type SP and press tab, you can see all of the commands you have available to experiment a bit with these new special facilities. Another useful command that you can use to experiment is IC, which will make everything build instantly. So in this case, let's say that you want to build one facility for each type to see the new technologies. So let's build one in here. Let's make a nuclear facility in here, aerodynamics in here, and we already have as Germany a land warfare facility. So once you do that, you get access to these scientists. Let's just assign all of the scientists first, randomly. And in here, in this new tab, which is, by the way, beside researches. So you go here, you have the research slots. Next to it, you have these new experimental facilities. And in here, you can select these new special projects. So we don't have flame tanks in here now because I didn't activate the Nostalgia Pack DLC. But if you have the DLC in here, you will also have flame tanks. This is a brand new special project, and it unlocks some new, very good actually, support companies. Here are some of the naval technologies which used to be in the technology tab and now are locked, let's say, behind special projects. And to answer your question, here you go. Here you get nukes and nuclear technology. Now, of course, to unlock these special projects, you need two things. In some cases, you need a specific research. For example, this one, we cannot start researching until we have researched the technology atomic research. By the way, another useful command, ROIC, research on click. If you activate it, you can instantly research stuff by clicking on it. And now, as you can see, this research is available. The second one requires the first one, but that's not the only requirement. The other thing you need is you need these new breakthrough points. And you get these breakthrough points by researching relevant technologies. So if you go back to the technologies, you can see that they now have these little bars, colored bars. If you go over it, it tells you what kind of breakthrough points they will give you. For example, this one will give you some breakthrough progress towards aerodynamics and nuclear research. These yellow ones are all for nuclear research. So you cannot just get the research and immediately unlock the special project. So after unlocking the main technology and researching enough technologies that give you breakthrough points for nuclear technology, you can finally unlock this special project. If you want to cheat with the console, you can type SP unlock all. This will unlock all special projects, and then you can also type SP instant to make the research instant. So say we want this one, let's start it, then you unpause the game and it is instantly completed. Now we can get the second one and it unlocks nukes, as you can see. And now you can get nukes. Now, speaking of nukes, the way you use nukes changed completely, because now you have access to these new nuclear raids, and so to throw nukes you always need to use the new raid system. We cannot do it now because we're not at war, we have no command power and no strategic bombers, but once you have all of the requirements, you just choose the province you want to target with this icon, and then you trigger the new raid mechanic. Now, since we are here, let me also mention this new technology that you get by default in any version of the game, and this is exactly like the flame tank one. The flame tank would appear in this same tab, so you research it instantly, and then what you gain access to is this new armored support vehicle. And this actually is required for some new technologies which do appear in this tab. These ones, the Armored Engineer Company, Armored Maintenance Company, and Armored Signal Company. So now you have an armored version of these three companies, and especially the engineer armored version is particularly good, so I would recommend experimenting a bit with that. And that's about it. That's everything new you get with a free update, even in the vanilla version of HOI4. So yes, there is a little bit more learning to do. If you are interested in certain specific technologies, you want to build these new facilities, although they are a bit expensive. Now also keep in mind that, as you can see there, the more you build of the same type, the more expensive they get, and you don't get particular benefits, so ideally you just want one for each type, or one for each type you're interested in. And before we end the video, it's worth mentioning that as part of the free update for HOI4, there were also massive changes to the AI, which tends to be much smarter in most scenarios, so it is now much more difficult to defeat, especially major countries, and the one that was reworked the most was the UK. Now Sea Lion, as Germany or Italy, is much more difficult because the UK has a lot of divisions defending the coast, and they have some special decisions that allow them to instantly get divisions along the coastlines and protect the mainland. This was a bit of a controversial change. Many people are mad and upset about it. If you ask my opinion, I'm very, very happy about it. Easy Sea Lion was the most disappointing thing about this game before the update. Sea Lion is one of the main reasons why Germany lost the war. And so it should be a huge challenge to invade the UK. So I love the change and I love the extra challenge. And that's all for this short video. As usual, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as a lot of new dedicated content will be coming soon. And for the person who requested the video, I hope I answered your questions. But feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any doubts. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye bye!